When I think of Griffith, the first thing to come to mind is this. But after thinking about it for a while, I realized that that's not everything about him. There's a lot more to him. Putting aside the manga for a moment, using what we see in the anime, noticed that Griffith was a man of ambition, far more than those he walked beside. Ever since Griffith was young, he had been stuck in poverty and always wished to get to the top, regardless of what it took to get there. After finding every single member of the Band of the Hawk and finally establishing it among the kingdom, he finally got to where he wanted. But then the thought came to him, what if there was more? What if I can get even higher? And thus, he entered more and more battles, trying to get to the favor of the king and queen of the kingdom. But eventually, even his great talent couldn't defeat what was coming next until he met Guts. When he first met Guts, he saw Guts as a simple recruit, somebody that would help him further his goal. He didn't really understand the true talent that Guts had. So after getting close to Guts and finally thinking that he had his goal in the bag, when Guts left, it absolutely broke him. He saw Guts leaving as his dream leaving and entering the abyss never to return. Not knowing what to do with his dreams supposedly lost and gone forever, he went to do whatever his heart felt like. He wasn't using his brain to think. He was just wild, like a wild beast cornered, doing whatever I can to survive. Eventually, that got him into trouble with the king, and then that led him to his current state. At that point, he still had his sanity, but the horrible realization came to him that with how he is now, he will never be able to achieve his goals. He will be in a worse state than he was at the beginning, and all his hard work, all his suffering will be for nothing. He will literally be spat in the face by the king himself. So, when the bailiff returned to him, he didn't see the bailiff as something of evil. He saw the bailiff as the one and only thing that can restore him to where he wants to be and even beyond. He saw the bailiff as the only chance to get to gain success, the only thing that can help him get back to the holy state he was once in, something that the Band of the Hawk cannot do. He, in his mind, considered the Band of the Hawk as products of his own grace, and as such, they should be willing to offer their lives to restore him to the state in which he once was. Because if he were not in that state, they would never be who they are today. And about the rape of Casca, I believe that Griffith only did it because when Guts left the Band of the Hawk, he took everything from Griffith in the process, and Griffith saw it as a way of getting back at Guts because by raping Casca, he would take everything away from Guts, seeing it as a just means to show Guts that what Guts had done was really wrong and he should have regretted it. So, really, I don't see Griffith as somebody who was really a villain. He was just following his ambition throughout. And that's what being an anime character really means, following your heart, following your dreams. Had he known what the bailiff had done, he would have still done it regardless. Because if you think about it, if Guts had to sacrifice so many people to get Casca back, he would probably do it. Because that's what he really wanted at the end.